Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Coming at y'all back to back with another video for y'all. And I just got another hip hop question for y'all. Because yes, unfortunately, this legend, this artist, he had got shot and killed back in 1996 at the young age of 25. And people still be talking about his death to this day. And that's the thing about it too. A lot of people are saying that DJ Vlad is the one that solved the murder of this legend because Keefy D is currently like doing time in prison for the murder of this artist, and a lot of people are saying DJ Vlad is the one that solved the murder. But I was just wanting, I got a question because that's the thing about it. From what it showed in the biopic, this legend, he had wanted to leave. He wanted to leave Death Row Records. Like, he wanted to leave Suge Knight and Death Row Records. And he just wanted to do his own thing. But Suge Knight had explained it to him. You know what I mean? He explained to him that he couldn't leave Death Row. But later on, like Suge Knight had made the decision to like let this legend form his own company, Death Row East. And I was just wondering because the other artist that I'm about to talk with y'all about, he's a legend. He's a legend. He's a white rapper. And he was heavily influenced by this legend too. Like when it comes down to this legend was a huge influence for him. And with the other artists having a hard time coming up in the rap game because of the fact that he was a white rapper. A lot of labels didn't even really know how to handle a white rapper. And that's the thing. Suge Knight probably wouldn't like know how to handle him because of him being like a white rapper. Like during the time when this white rapper was trying to get him a record deal in the rap game, Suge Knight probably like I don't know, maybe wouldn't have had signed him because like you know what I mean, a lot of these labels didn't even know how to handle a white rapper. But anyway, I got a question. What if Tupac signed Eminem to Death Row East while Eminem was on the come up? Like when Tupac was still living, when Tupac was still alive, like or if Tupac was still living to this day, but if Tupac was still living, I don't think he would be associated with Suge Knight. Yeah, because like it's like later on, like after like after Tupac had got killed, like Death Row Records just went downhill. Like Snoop Dogg had left Death Row and he had signed to Master P's label No Limit. But yeah, what if Tupac signed Eminem to Death Row East while Eminem was on the come up? What if Tupac heard Eminem's Infinite album? Because the same year Tupac had got killed, 1996, that's the same year Eminem released his Infinite album. It's also the same year Jay-Z released his Reasonable Doubt album. But yeah, what if Tupac, like when Tupac was living, what if he signed Eminem to Death Row East while Eminem was on the come up? What if Eminem's Infinite album caught Tupac's attention? Let's have a discussion about this. If Tupac signed Eminem to Death Row East, it would have been outstanding. It would have been amazing. A lot of people would be blown away. Eminem would have been blown away if he found out that Tupac wanted to sign him. You know, it would be so amazing that during this time, Tupac and Eminem, they probably would have done a collab album during that time, but it's just, unfortunately, Tupac, his life got cut short. He ended up getting killed, but yeah, like Tupac formed his own label, but you see, Suge Knight did it in a way to where him and Tupac would be partners. So if Tupac signed Eminem to Death Row East, Eminem still would have been associated with Suge Knight. yeah, he still would have been associated if Tupac had signed him. But yeah, if Tupac signed Eminem to Death Row East, it would have been awesome. Like Eminem releasing the Slim Shady, cause that's the thing about it too. If Tupac heard Eminem's Infinite album, the Slim Shady LP probably would have came out in 1997. Eminem probably wouldn't have had done an EP because the project that Dr. Dre had heard is the Slim Shady EP. I don't think Dr. Dre ever heard Eminem's Infinite album, but he heard the Slim Shady EP, and when he heard the Slim Shady EP, it caught his attention. It caught Dr. Dre's attention, and Dr. Dre has signed him to Aftermath. And you see, when Dr. Dre had heard the Slim Shady EP, he didn't even know that Eminem was a white rapper. And that's the same thing. If Tupac would have heard Eminem's Infinite album, Tupac probably wouldn't even know that Eminem was a white rapper. And that's what D12 was saying. Like D12, Bizarre, and the other D12 members, Swifty McVeigh, they explained in a Vlad TV interview that a lot of people thought Eminem was black when they first heard him. But yeah, if Tupac signed Eminem to Death Row East, it would have a lot of people would have been blown away. Like hip hop would have been blown away, because Eminem's Infinite album is just as good as the Slim Shady EP. You know what I mean? The song Infinite, that's a classic. You know what I mean? Eminem, he rapping about saying that he's infinite. But yo, my fellow Tupac fans, my fellow Eminem fans, and yeah, R.I.P. Tupac. May God rest his soul, and R.I.P. to his mother too, Afeni Shakur. R.I.P. to Biggie Smalls' mom, Miss Valletta Wallace. God rest all of their souls, and R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. But yeah, what if Tupac signed Eminem to Death Row East while Eminem was on the come up? What if Eminem's Infinite album caught the attention of Tupac? Let's have a discussion about this. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, my new track, my new record, I Can Be Your Ghostwriter. It's a diss track aimed at Dax. It's on my YouTube channel, and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G, and it's also on my TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok at WallyG25. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.